Hi there. I am doing this GoFundMe for a friend of mine named Heidi. This is not something she'd do for herself, but she does this for a lot of other people. I asked for some information, and she sent me this letter, and I'm just going to read it. I was born deaf. Both my parents are hearing, but they must carry the deaf gene to be able to produce not one, but two deaf children. My little sister Amy is also deaf. I was very blessed that my mom discovered it at such an early age, when she was 6 months old. Most don't figure it out until their kids are toddlers and are trying to speak. Nowadays, babies are tested in the hospitals at birth, and the technology is amazing, but it's not foolproof. In Canada, they take good care of you, and her hearing aids, my virus protection just popped up. In Canada, they take good care of you, and my hearing aids were paid for. My mom was so amazing. She did whatever she could. They told her that she wouldn't be able to talk and would need to learn sign language, and this made her even more determined to reach her full potential. She started school, or Heidi says, I started school at 2 years old, full-time, with a speech therapist all the way up until 6th grade. I've been mainstreamed and taught to adapt and never to complain. I am just as deaf as those who sign. I have severe, profound loss. I read lips and I speak very well. Hard work has paid off. In college, I used to have to record everything and replay it several times through the hearing aids, special hearing aids, in order to study for exams. She always had to sit in the front row and wear her glasses so that she could read lips. But she graduated with honor, which meant her nose was always in the books. Nothing has ever come easy, but it's so worth it. I appreciate the little things much more. As I've gotten older, I've learned American Sign Language, and I teach it to my kids. I embrace my deafness and the deaf culture as well. I understand that anything can happen and can be placed in the situation without technology of and I could be placed in the situation without technology of hearing aids and depend on ASL to communicate. However, it's scary. My job, my kids, and my life depends on my ears at their full potential. Now that I'm a single mom and hearing aids are not covered by American health insurance, I struggle. I've never owned a brand new car because I could never afford to have the car payment. Instead, I have a hearing aid payment, battery expenses, maintenance checkups, and so on. It's a shame that all these expenses are out of pocket for her and for so many others. And this isn't in her letter, but she does a lot of work for a deaf foundation to help people in similar situations. I mean, it's like another full-time job. She says, so I'm not a victim, I'm victorious. Because of my challenges, I've become stronger. Just to stay afloat, she works 3 jobs, 1 full-time, 2 part-time jobs, and she has several volunteer positions, one of them with a deaf foundation. I have a handful of other medical bills that constantly keep me going back and forth to doctors to find cures. Doctors are stumped at the headaches that she gets that go down her neck and arms, causing her fingers to go numb, the vertigo, nausea, ringing in the ears. She's also severely vision impaired, and there's a surgical procedure to fix her eyes. She says my job is at risk and I need better hearing aid accommodations for work. Technology is so amazing, but I can't fully benefit from it because I can't afford it and her insurance won't cover it. She has 3 jobs, a full-time and 2 part-time jobs. She does accounts payable, and then she also works at retail at Ross. She has 2 children. They don't have any disability, but they're called CODAs, C-O-D-As, children of a deaf adult. And a lot of times the children have to act as her ears because she doesn't have these super duper high-powered hearing aids that are available. So her children are so independent that while she works almost around the clock, they do things on their own, and they're 9 and 13 years old. She volunteers for the Olive Osmond Hearing Foundation, to help people find resources, but it's not really able, and she doesn't want to ask them for it. She also volunteers full-time as a photographer for Women of Worth in Utah, because she overcame an abusive marriage, and this organization helps lift up women who have been abused and men who love these women who escape their abuse and love themselves and start over. So my friend Heidi, these hearing aids are like $9,000, and she also wants to get LASIK, which is like $4,000. So I'm asking $13,000 for her. I don't know the exact amount. I don't know. This is just something I'm kind of doing for her that wasn't meant to be. Anyway, I'd like to see her get these things, because the hearing problems that she has with it are causing, they've determined, she had an MRI, which she had to pay for out of pocket to find out about her headaches. And her deductible is so high that it was expensive, and now she can't afford those thousands of dollars towards her hearing aids. And when they did the MRI, they didn't find anything significant. And they believe it's coming from what's going on with her ears and the wearing these eyeglasses like 18 hours a day. I mean, she works like almost around the clock, and this pinching or whatever is causing this. That's what they feel. She needs this. Her children need this. This is a way for them to move themselves forward, and I am trying to get the funds for her to do this. Thank you very much.